Hey, what's up, everybody? Quick one, coach's opinion. And like I say, it's my opinion. I already got to see the my opinion. It's not a fact. Who watched all the boxing yesterday that was on TV? I can't comment on some of the fights that I wish I would have saw. Congrats to David Benavidez for his another win. I think he's a pretty good prospect. And Regis, of course, he's doing his thing, But I started watching boxing like 5:30, man, and I don't think I ended till like 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? There was some real good action on some real good fights. I'm gonna start off with the Anthony Joshua fight and Dominique Brazil, Brazili or whatever. Joshua shows a lot of promise. I like Joshua. I mean, he has a strong jab that he was using, and I'd like to see him with a tougher opponent. Dominique Brazil, he was sturdy, but defense isn't just putting your hands in front of your face. It's kind of the way you hold your hands. He was really unable to block punches at all, and his hands kind of panicked when punches came near. So, in my opinion, he needs to work on a lot of his defense, and among other stuff. But, he almost couldn't stop Joshua from hitting him. And I didn't really see him land a solid punch on Joshua. A nice flesh shot, He landed a shot or two, but, I wasn't, that impressed with his performance. But I was impressed with Joshua's performance, so I say he's and he's humble. I'm impressed with Joshua because he's a humble fighter, and like he said, he didn't jump out there, give me Wilder right now, blah blah blah. He, let me get at a couple of them Furies first. One day me and Wilder will meet. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a humble guy knowing where he's at. And next we got down to the Sean Porter fight, but before the Sean Porter fight, guy from my hometown, Jarrett Hurd, put on a hell of a performance. I don't know if anybody saw it, but he put on a one-sided massacre of Molina, and once again, Molina, wearing the badge of Olympian. Thing about Molina and his Olympian, I don't knock anybody for how they get to certain places, but if you kind of fail to get there through the U.S. and you go over Mexico and get there, I really don't stamp you as the regular Olympian. Dominique Brazili was Olympian, but that's your amateur pass. It's a good something to have on your credit. And some guys, like Errol Spence, it's a well-earned thing, and he's actually using his Olympic badge a lot better than everybody else. A lot better than most, let me say. So that was like a one-sided massacre where it started off real bad with the uppercut Jarrett landed to set the tone of the fight. He was landing a jab, then he was in there just touching him as he wanted. Let's talk about the stoppage. In my eyes, I thought it was a premature stoppage, but in the eyes of the medical profession, I'm like, the guy had no chance of winning this fight except for landing a nice hard shot. He landed a few overhands, but he didn't land anything that was rocking Jarrett. And if Jarrett would have went ahead and knocked this guy out and sent this guy to the hospital, then a lot of people would have said, what was the ref waiting for? So, I could go with the stoppage or without the stoppage, but I see if you stopped it, the ref probably just saw enough. There's no chance. You've probably lost every round, but maybe one round I might have gave him. But other than that, you lost every round. There's no need for you to take damage. There's no need for you to go to sleep to prove you lost. At least you got to watch the Sean Porter fight. Because if Jarrett would have knocked you out, you would have went right to the hospital if you didn't go to the hospital anyway. So that was a great performance with Jarrett Hurd, man. Up and coming 154. He's making his name. Watch him. I watched the kid grow since he was like 15 or 16. He's been sparring with my son. And I like the kid. So that was a good fight. And now to the Sean Porter fight. I thought Sean Porter was the aggressor. Keith Thurman did what he had to do. Keith Thurman was right about one thing. He did land the cleaner telling shots, but that's only because of Shawn Porter's style. He's like a mauler, so he doesn't really give the judge. You just gotta judge him for his aggression and the few shots you can judge, because you know he just kind of gorillas a guy. You know what I'm saying? He just stays all over him and just tries to keep on the ropes and stuff like that. You know, I really felt that if he would have gotten there with his feet instead of his face, I mean, you know, he tries to punch his way there, and he was getting caught with shots coming in because he would open up trying to punch his way there. And sometimes he actually punched his way there. When he double jab and triple jab and got him on the ropes, he did much better than when he tried to get him on the ropes with overhands and stuff like that. So, I mean, it depends what you're looking for. I thought Shawn Porter was the aggressor in the fight, and you know, right around the 9th round, I think I tweeted out, this is going to be a controversial decision any way you look at it. If nobody's going to get knocked out, if it's not a KO, it's going to be a controversial decision, because it depends on what style you like, you know. I mean, of course, Shawn came in and he was Shawn, and Keith came in, and you know, when you tell the crowd that you're a one-time fighter and hey, I'm gonna knock him out, and you don't, you kind of let your fans down, and maybe that's why some of the fans were booing. I didn't think that Keith Thurman gave a bad performance. I think he just let his fans down with the one time, you know what I'm saying? And the fans might as well get used to that the one time is probably not going to be that effective when he goes to the higher levels. You know what I'm saying? He'll have some more knockouts because he hits hard, but that one time, that was going with the level competition. Shawn has clearly fought higher level competitions. I think actually Paulie Malignaggi can beat anybody on Keith Thurman's roster that he has beaten. You know what I'm saying? And he's on Shawn Porter's roster along with Adrian Bronner, Kell Brook. Shawn Porter has fought and Devin Alexander. Shawn Porter has definitely fought the higher caliber fighter. So, you know, that one time, if all you fans think, I can't wait to see Keith Thurman because he's going to knock somebody out, you're in for the rude awakening, because he's not going to be knocking, when he gets to that higher level, which he's at, I don't think he's going to be just sending everybody to sleep, because some of the guys he'll be fighting can actually punch back. Okay, so, you know, I can't really give him credit for the Kermit Centrons and stuff like that. But, before the night was over, I mean, it was another fight, it happened before the, I won't even mention that one. I'll get right to the fight I really thought, Justin DeLoach against Junior Castillo. I got to give Justin his credit for going there with a game plan, executing his game plan, and really proudly surprising a lot of the world in the way he handled Junior Castillo. I mean, Justin DeLoach put on a masterful boxing thing. He dropped him twice. He didn't knock him out, but Junior Castillo is tough. I didn't think he'd be going out anyway. I mean, he can be knocked out. He got hurt a couple times, but, you know, Justin did what he had to do. He was slick. He was fast. He was powerful. I mean, they're not mentioning him yet in the junior middleweight division, as far as, you know, like when they ran down the list on Showtime, you know, but they're not even mentioning Jarrett Hurd, and he's putting up some good performances too. But this is another kid you guys want to watch, Justin DeLoach. He has one loss out there, but, you know, I watched him since he was a kid. You know, used to watch him in the Silver Gloves at the regionals all the time, you know, when we went to Augusta, Georgia, his hometown. And, I mean, this kid has really prospered. He wasn't a bad amateur at that, but he's really starting to prosper and really come to find his own. I mean, he has a nice right hand, is very powerful. You know, and he's only 22. So, I mean, once he gets 25, 26 years old, you know, if he's still out there and chooses to be boxing, which I hope, you know, he'll be devastating, you know. He made a vast adjustment, and, I mean, he put on a masterful performance. I mean, I got to give him his credit. If I had to give anybody the fight of the night, it would be between Jarrett Hurd and Justin DeLoach, who both went in there and got these, I'll give him credit, these Olympians out of there. Junior Castillo was an Olympian, I think, from the Dominican Republic, and Molina was from Mexico. He was a Mexican Olympian. So for guys that I don't know how many national titles Justin DeLoach won. I don't think any. I think he was always in the mix, you know. But as far as like, you know, the USA's or one of the major national things, I don't know if Jared. I know Jared didn't win any, and I'm not sure if Justin won anything, but I don't think he won anything on the elite national level. But for both of them to go in there and masterfully break down two Olympians in the manner they did, I would give them both. They could split fight of the night. One coach's opinion. Watch out for Jarrett Hurd. Watch out for Justin Deloach. You know, if you didn't see the fights, make sure you try to see them. These guys are doing it. You know, one's from Augusta, Georgia. One's from Accokeek, Maryland. And I give them the fight of the night. But all in all, I mean, it was a great night of boxing. I'm tired as I don't know what. Trying to get ready for Tuesday the 28th. Nice card coming up, but I got my young son, Professor, fighting. Shout out. It's Sunday morning early. We about to go get it in. When you fight on Tuesday, you train on Sundays, you know. So, one coach's opinion, man. I hope everybody enjoyed the boxing like I did. I know the majority of people probably fell asleep, but I hung in there, man, and I'm paying for it now. Man, I love this sport. One coach's opinion. I'm out.